Start this off with a yawn. I'll explain that. I've been doing well with after surgery aftermath. I don't know. I got my sag skin. It's in certain times it looks like bread dough, but she's sagging. But we're working on everything. I have been diagnosed with iron deficiency and anemia, and that is taking a big toll on me. The yawning is one part. My blood's not getting enough oxygen. We're also trying to figure out a few more things. There's a couple secondary things that are probably contributing. Well, no, the iron deficiency and anemia would be contributing to the other things. We're trying to get that under control. As far as my shoulder, they say I'm healed. They just did an x-ray. They didn't do another MRI, but WorkSafe is dreadful to deal with. They are now saying that my injury should have healed, and I do have motion. It hurts like in hell to really rotate and move the shoulder, but I don't have frozen shoulder like they were trying to say that I have. I did have a rotator cuff tear. I've had 3 cortisone shots with no relief, and now they're saying that I have myofascial pain syndrome, which underneath your skin and with your muscles you have fascia, which is like this white kind of webby stuff. And basically, if you know what a keloid scar is, it's like a scar. If you get a scar, but the scar kind of like grows, and that's kind of what's going on in here. It's like keloid scarring, but all in my fascia. So the doctor did say in the report that if he were to operate, it would just cause me more scarring, more pain, more discomfort. So that's what's going on there with the shoulder. And the iron deficiency and anemia, and then everything that comes with that. As I said, there's other things that I could possibly have, but it could just be the iron deficiency and anemia that are heightening these other things. I'm still I've lost the 100 pounds. I'm good. So as I've said, I've lost the 100 pounds. Doing well for myself. There was a period where I was fluctuating with my weight, but I think it was when trying to figure out what was going on. So when I had my surgery, after surgery, I still remember kind of coming out of anesthetic, and the doctor saying to me, "Did you know you were slightly anemic?" Slightly anemic, that could happen. You just had major surgery, things going on. I said no. And then now I've had a lot of testing, found out that I am iron deficient and I do have anemia. It started out scaring me at first because, and it's somewhat of a touchy subject, my mom had leukemia, so thinking of things like that. But then there's some genetic disorders that can mimic a leukemia that once doing the treatment for leukemia automatically kind of like puts you into that leukemia category. And I'm not gonna lie, I was scared shitless. However, right now that's not the case. The case is very much iron deficiency and anemia, and we're working on correcting that. I'm on supplements that I have to take, and if my body is not absorbing those, then we move on to infusions. There's obviously, again, I have to reiterate, I am not tired. I got a really good, decent amount of sleep. Just with the anemia, my body is not carrying the oxygen as well as it should be. So the yawns are oxygen. Yeah, so I mean, a little bit of a scare, not an unrealistic scare, I guess. Very valid reasons why I was thinking, oh no, like I could turn out like my mom. My mom is only 58 when she passed away. I'm 41. You never know. So yeah, all that. I think I will probably do a video of my garden. My strawberries from last year, basically non-existent. The raccoons are crazy. I have some apples growing on my new apple trees that I planted last year, I believe it. Yes, I planted them last year. I'm just trying to think. And now the raccoons have been getting at my strawberries, my cherries. I did manage to eat one cherry off my cherry tree because it finally cherried this year, and I'll show you. Juliet is growing so much bigger than Romeo. Give me one moment. Oliver, hi baby, what are we doing? Are you all done eating your bone? Are you all done playing with your bone? You just rubbing on the carpet? Ollie, you want to come up? Ollie, you want to come up and say hi? Come on up and say hi. No? You got something on your nose? Let's get this off your nose. What you got on your nose, buddy? Yeah? Are you better? He's eating, well, he was eating a bone, and now he's just doing the Ollie dog thing. Coco Lola's still going strong. I adopted Oliver back in February of this year. So yeah, Romeo and Juliet. Romeo did have some flowers, but again, they didn't blossom into anything. Juliet is growing so big, so big. Strawberries, raccoons getting at them, and the heat from last year, like I said, completely destroyed them. So I'm going to try and salvage what I can next year. I did have a plan to probably, and I still might, cover up some of the grass for gardening next year in my side yard. I did cut down my big apple tree in the front. Yeah, just been doing a lot of working on myself, working in my yard as much as I can with the energy that I have, because iron deficiency and anemia really wipes you. I try to get out, be with friends, and typically my friend hangouts with my friends are lazy for the most part. I mean, we do things, but they are lazy for the most part. All of my friends, not all of my friends, but majority of my friends have children, so it's a lot of play with them, a lot of doing things. I'm sorry, I've just never seen Oliver act this way. He's really rubbing on the carpet like there's something he likes on there. Must have stepped in something. So yeah, so I mean, I love hanging out with my, like, I call them my little nibblings. I'm actually going to spend some time with them today. Get out of the house. I've done laundry. I have an appointment. I have an appointment in a couple of days, and one of my friends is actually coming with me. And we're going to be going a few hours away for that appointment. And she's leaving the kids with Dad. I'm not saying Dad's babysitting because he's being a parent. You don't babysit your own kids. So yeah, so we're gonna be able to do that. I might see one of my siblings, depending if they have the time. Because, you know, people work, and then you work long hours. You just want to come home and go to sleep. Eat before you sleep. So yeah, that's basically my life in a nutshell. I am just trying to, oh, what's that, Coco? What do you hear? I'm trying to be human. I don't know. We'll see where life takes me. Anyway, I really hope that you guys have a great day or night whenever you see this. But yeah, it's nice chatting again. I'm going to try to do it more.